I'm a spirit channeler and oracle card reader who channels both light and shadow energies in my readings, which means if you're easily triggered, please find yourself another reader. Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's reading will be on the topic of what are they hiding from me? I'm going to keep this reading open. You can use this for someone who you're getting a bad vibe from or who you're not too sure about and you're wondering what are you subconsciously picking up from them, like what are they hiding, what are they keeping from you, someone you're not too sure about. Or you can also use it for someone who's actually in your life, like a romantic partner, a friend, a family member, even a coworker or a boss. If you feel like they're hiding some kind of information or something that pertains to you in some manner, then you can use this reading for that as well. I will be keeping all the piles short. So from left to right, you have Crystal 1, Crystal 2, Crystal 3, Crystal 4, and Crystal 5. Pause the video if you need some more time to choose your crystal and your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hey everyone who picked crystal number 1. So what is your person hiding from you? This person is hiding that they have not left some kind of relationship that they told you that they left, or that it is implied that they're not a part of based on some omission of information or such. So the most obvious example is someone who said, hey, I separated from my wife or husband, I divorced them, or I broke up with my boyfriend and girlfriend, when in fact they're actually still together with this person and most of them are still living with this person. This could be also for a friend of yours who you're like, did you break up with that guy? And she's like, oh yeah, I did. She didn't. It could be a friend who you wanted to know if they stopped talking to an acquaintance of the both of yours, because that acquaintance maybe you heard was talking about you behind your back or something like that, and you want to know if your friend has your back enough to stop talking to that person. Well, no, they're still talking to that person. So, I kept this open. You can use it for whatever it is you're inquiring about. This person is most likely still living with this other individual, and or they are still in a relationship with them. Underneath the deck, I do have the caring connections and in reverse, and then I also have the contract card here next to that in reverse underneath the deck. So that's further proving to me that this person is still connected to someone in question who they're not supposed to be connected to in some way. So say you're crushing on someone, or someone new is trying to court you, and you made the assumption that they're single because they're obviously flirting with you. They're not single. So yeah, so use this reading for whatever you were inquiring about. So those are your messages. I hope that helps you and resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So what is this person hiding from you? They're hiding that they actually have knowledge of some information that you were hoping was hidden from them. Now, of course, this is a general reading. For most of you guys, I am picking up something to do with the workplace. So a coworker or a boss, you thought that they didn't know something about you, or they didn't have, or they weren't privy to some kind of information that doesn't really put you in the best kind of light. And you were hoping they didn't know about it. You're hoping they didn't find out. You're hoping they didn't read it or see it or find out about it and somehow, but they did. They do know about it. So if you're inquiring about some kind of coworker or boss knowing some kind of information, they do know this kind of information, and they're holding it. They're like playing their cards to their chest. So they're kind of, I'm not seeing anything coming out of it immediately, like some kind of disciplinary action or something like that, because it's not something that they can take action on right now. But I am seeing like them holding the cards to their chest. So it may be used against you in the future. So if some other incident happens at work, they're going to maybe have it written down in your file, or if it's the same person who always would handle disputes or some kind of issues, they're going to have it mentally filed away, that this kind of incident or piece of information could be used against you when it comes to making a decision about your future with the company. So most of you, like I said, I am picking up something job related, but again, general reading here. I tried to leave it open. See if we can get some more quick information. Also, if you were thinking that a specific coworker may have told, say, a supervisor or manager about something, you are correct. They did tell them. So that person, yeah, okay. So I did get man holding a coin in reverse. This is telling me this is something about work and finances. Something where if you feel like it could kind of cost you your job or something. I don't see it doing that right now, but I split the deck and I got the strategy card, and it just reinforces everything that I just said. This is kind of a card that they can play close to their chest, where if the time comes up, if you put another foot out of order or something like that, if something goes wrong again, they already have this against you. So the information that you didn't want this professional individual, this professional contact to know and have about you, they know it, they saw it, they heard it, etc. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope that helped you and resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hey, pal number 3, welcome to your reading. So what is this person hiding from you? This person is hiding that they are kind of toxic, and they put on a good mask when it comes to presenting themselves as being very good in many ways, like maybe being successful, wealthy, happy, everything that's the opposite of toxic. When in fact they're hiding some kind of a toxic personality trait, and it's their intention, long-term intention, to kind of string you along. And I'm seeing that here with this journey card, with her kind of holding that crystal or whatever that is far from her body. So they kind of want to string you along. They want to pull you along for the long run. So I'm not picking up any kind of wham bam thank you ma'am type of thing here. But they do have a lot of drama. They come with a lot of drama, and they come with a lot of issues. So they're very good at portraying themselves as being put together on the surface with that cornucopia card, but it being reversed and next to the storm warning, it's a facade, or it may not be a facade, but it comes with a lot of drama, extra drama that you're not ready for. For most of you, I'm picking up that this is something about romance, but I did split the deck to clarify, and I got this card, the woman holding a coin, and this tells me 2 things. One, for some of you guys here, this is actually something to do with career and finances, where you're looking at a job and it looks good on the surface, but there's a lot of drama that's going to come from the job. And also, if you kind of feel like you can get a promotion if you are there for a certain amount of time, or even better yet, if they told you that you would be up for a promotion or a raise after a certain amount of time, that is not going to happen. They're going to continue to string you along in that same entry position, and they're going to kind of put off the talks about your raise that was hinted at in the interview, and or your promotion or your transfer to a better department or a better position that was hinted at or even outright discussed in the interview. Also, there may be some drama about coworkers. Maybe coworkers are, backstabbing each other, and so it's kind of toxic work environment. The boss themselves could be the toxic ones. The office, the building, the company looks pristine and pretty and clean, and well presentable, but there's a lot of toxicity and drama and chaos that's unnecessary in this work environment. Now, like I said, this card tells me that some of you guys came here thinking about career, but this also tells me that for the rest of you, where this is a romantic partner or a romantic prospect, there is some finances attached. So I did already mention that this person comes off kind of successful and wealthy on the surface. Like I said, they're either fronting and they're not as successful and wealthy as they're making themselves out to be, or they are, but there's a lot of drama and toxicity that comes with that. And you were looking at that financial boost that it may have given you had you considered them, but in the long run, it's not worth it. They're going to string you along. They're going to play with your heart and all that kind of stuff and your mental stability. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hey, pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this pile, what your person is hiding from you is not much at all. They're just hiding that they are swamped with work and they are busy with work. So I am picking up some kind of fight or tension or argument that occurred between the two of you guys, and they went silent, or they blocked you, or they're ignoring you right now, or they're keeping their distance from you right now, and you want to know, what are they hiding? What are they keeping from you? What are the secrets? Because they're not talking to you. It's because they don't want to fight anymore. They've had enough of the fighting and they are just focusing on their work. And at first I was thinking when I was picking this up, oh, is that really true? Like, what are the chances of me having a pile where it's like they're not really keeping anything from you? You're kind of imagining it, or you're catastrophizing. But underneath the deck, I have the anxiety card in reverse. So that's basically telling me that you guys are catastrophizing. You're stressed out, thinking up the worst scenarios, like, oh my gosh, especially if this is a romantic partner. Oh my gosh, he's probably like sleeping around, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And mind you, this is a general reading, so I'm not saying with 100% certainty that that's not what's happening. We would need, you need to look at other pickup cards that I have related to that topic, or book a private reading to be 100% sure. But the majority of the people in this pile, specifically what I'm seeing just straight tired of the fighting, need some space, need some time to chill out and rejuvenate with that rest and rejuvenation card there. And with it being reversed next to the door to value, they are genuinely working a lot. So they may have picked up extra hours at work, or they may, if they're in school and they're not working, they may be just studying more than normal, doing more, going to the gym more than normal, like keeping themselves busy. And for most of them, the people you're inquiring about, it's keeping themselves busy with work. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hey, pile number 5, welcome to your reading. So what is your person hiding from you? In all honesty, I can't exactly see the major difference between this group and another earlier group that I did. This person said that they stopped talking to some people and they're still talking to them. It's kind of the same thing I saw with the other group. The only difference is that this has less, this group has less of a romantic undertone and more of a platonic undertone. So I'm seeing something more to do with a group of friends or some kind of institution or community where they said they hang out at, or they were who they hang out with. And they said, I stopped hanging out with these people, or I stopped going to these social places, but they're still going to these social places and hanging out with these social groups of people. So if her girlfriend said, I stopped clubbing, don't worry, she's still going out clubbing with her girlfriends when she's texting you saying, I'm in bed. I know I said this is not a romantic undertone, but it's like the third party thing here that's happening is not the romantic undertone, as opposed to the last group. The third party thing that was happening was a romantic thing. This is more of a platonic third party thing. So it's almost the same as that other group. If you got drawn to two groups and you picked this one and the other one, this is further confirmation that the person who told you that they stopped hanging out with these groups of people, or stopped going to these social events, are still going to these social events. Okay guys, I'm coming in as a post edit. I did also see strip club, but the reason why I didn't mention it in the reading is because an Angel of Love card was tripping me up, because it seemed more pure, that relation between the Angel of Love card and that community. But I have to listen to my intuition, and in the past when I haven't listened to my intuition, it had turned out to be correct, even in readings. So there is some of you guys who are inquiring about if your boyfriend is still going to strip clubs when he said he wasn't, or if he's still watching porn online. The answer is yes. So that's all I got for you. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading.